VShojo has failed, and I've mismanaged the company into a situation you're all witnessing. We've been doing everything I can to fundraise and right the ship these past few months, but despite my efforts, we are in a worse position, and those I care about are now paying the price. I am deeply sorry to all the talent, staff, friends, and community members who believe in our brand. You did not deserve this.
Really? This happened? This? Good everyone! Today's video, I want to come back to the Ironmouse and VShojo situation, where previously, if you remember, Ironmouse dropped an insane nuke, being like, hey listen, I'm leaving VShojo because a lot of my revenue, a lot of my profit was not given to me at all. Even worse of all, right, a lot of money I raised for a charity that's very close to me, the Immune Deficiency Foundation, all the money I raised for them, being 500k, was not given to them over the course of a year. So yeah, due to that reason, right, I'm leaving the fucking place. And from her initial news, right, from her saying that, many of the people in the foundation of VShojo, they fucking dropped out of there being like, fuck this company actually, this is shit. And now, now it's a new day, and we have an official statement from the CEO being like, oh, that's the name real quick, at the gun run. And this is a statement that fucking nobody liked. Well, there's only one part that people liked actually, and that was where he promoted the Azul 4K gaming and clips on his channel. And in specific, he said that this clip that I'm showing in a second was the funniest. Watch it. Oh shit, I'm sorry, or whatever. A 2 out of 10, fools deserve nothing. That's so mean, I didn't do shit, the fuck. If you want to see more stuff like that, it's on this channel, go check it out, if you want. Anyway, right, like, stop fucking around, right, you get serious. He dropped this statement, being like, yeah, we had that money and we had to hold on to it because VShojo, it makes no sense. VShojo was so broke at the time that we couldn't give the money over just yet. So in pure desperation, we held on to it until, we could make some more money come out of nowhere, like pure fucking miracle. And that was the whole reason why for over a year they were holding on to that money. Whatever. Let me actually read it real quick. VShojo, hold on, can you read that? Let me zoom in. VShojo has failed and I've mismanaged the company in your situation you're all witnessing. So today, I am sharing the difficult news that VShojo is shutting down and I take full responsibility for the decisions that led to this point. I've been doing everything I can to fundraise and right the ship these past few months, but despite my efforts, we're in the worst position and those I care about are now paying the price. Oh my god, how do you make like an emotional statement like this for a VTubing agency like VShojo, whatever? Over the past few years, we raised around 11 million to pursue a bold, talent-first approach in VTubing, prioritizing creators and community over short-term profit to achieve long-term sustainability. Our funding went directly to our creators through generous splits, debut investments, infrastructure, concert, events, and staffing, all designed to support them. We also wanted talent to own their IP, which we knew was a unique creator-first approach for our agency. However, despite all our efforts, the business failed to generate the revenue we needed to sustain that model, and eventually, we ran out of money. There you go. Now, in my opinion, right, if you have like an agency like VTuber, like VShojo, having VTubers, you have to be really fucking bad at your job to make no money, to make no revenue. I mean, those people, right, people like Ironmouse and her friends, they make good fucking money by streaming and all that shit, right? So maybe, it's due to mismanagement, but like, again, you have to be really bad at your job, in my opinion, to make no revenue over like, so how long was it actually? How long have you been doing this? A couple of years. Yeah, you fucked up, just saying. Anyway, right. Additionally, I acknowledge that some of the money spent by the company was raised in connection with talent activity, which I later learned was intended for a charitable initiative. So I'm guessing like he's saying right there, he had no idea that the 500k came from Ironmouse and was meant for the charity. And I don't really know about that because like with someone like Ironmouse, right, she'd definitely be like at the top of the company, like not owning it, right, but like the main talent that everyone knows and fucks with. So for over a year, right, like she probably tried like talk to him about this, and he was just ignoring it or just didn't give a shit at all because he'd have no idea that something like this would come out and kill and tank his company. So that part, I don't really believe it, to be honest. Anywho, at the time, we were working hard to raise additional investment capital to cover our cause, and I firmly believed, based on the information available to us, that we would be able to do so and cover all expenses. We were unsuccessful in our Oh my god. So we were unsuccessful in our fundraising efforts. I made the decision to pursue funding, and I own its consequences. I mean, this sounds honorable a tiny bit, but again, bear in mind, they withheld charity money because they were so bankrupt. Again, I guess you have some leeway a tiny bit, but once again, if you have a venue like VShojo, the money is there. You fucked up, either you, your accountant, somebody messed up, or you made no profit, and you had to resort to this. Just saying, I am deeply sorry to all the talent, staff, friends, and community members who believed in our brand. You did not deserve this. There we go. Justin, that's his name as well. This statement, felt like very bland. It did feel bland, right? But it felt like very brand friendly, being like, guys, we had your best interest in mind. We're so sorry. But again, an apology like this. Also, you don't really need an apology because the main thing that you should have done, giving back the money, was not mentioned at all. So from what I read in this, there's no mention of the 500k at all given to the charity. So for all I know, this is like a fresh statement right now, but for all I know, that money is in limbo somewhere. They might get paid, I hope, in the future, but right now, we still have no idea where it is. It's probably like with him, the CEO, or some other person there in the company who has that money. Either way, I want you to know where it is, because that's a shit ton of money that's been in limbo for quite a while, for over a year. However, in happier news, I do want to congratulate Ironmouse, because since this news, right, she made her own Tiltify for the charity, this one, and it has raised an insane fucking amount. Look, the goal was like 10k, that's it, but her fan base, her friends in general, made it up to 1,200,000 and 18,000. Oh, it went up right now. The fuck? There you go. So like that was her simple goal in mind, to raise 10k and maybe make back the 500k. But since then, it made double, nearly triple. Almost. Bro, give it one more day and it might reach 1,500,000. It might. And for perspective, for how much that is, 1,200,000. This is a really nice watch I like. It's Richard Mille and it's about the similar price. I think Travis Scott has this one and it's so nice and a similar amount. So that's a good point of perspective in my opinion. Now, I'm only joking though, but to be for real for a second, I don't want to give Ironmouse a round of applause because most people like her in this situation. They would fight a fierce legal battle with VShojo to get their money back. But by simply making the news public, talking to everyone, it raised an insane amount, nearly, like I said before, triple. My god. And since then, she made one more video just revealing on YouTube her new VTubing model, like a vampire nun. Very kawaii, very sick. There you go. And for her and like many of her friends, I do wish them the best, because with a company like that, right, I feel like they still owe quite a bit of money. However, this is definitely the best route for them, going independent. So I wish them the best for that. And I do want to hear more about VShojo, because again, that 500k, I'm not sure where it is, but it's out there. We need to hear about it.
¿Te gusta ver vídeos divertidos de Azul?